This is my head, my dream. I finally had another worthwhile dream. I was in a music store. It was pretty crowded. And they had this big metal armored glove with spikes and probably leather that goes halfway up your arm. Like Lars Umlaut wears in Guitar Hero. It had Wolverine spikes coming out to thrash your guitar really hard. It was called the Gauntlet. Actually, it makes sense. I saw giant rubber gloves that go up to your elbows called the Gauntlet in a pet catalog. And I was watching Poopy play Guitar Hero as Lars Umlaut. I wanted one, but then it was just really expensive. I found one that was a little cheaper, but they only had one, and I wanted to get two. One for me and one for my Poopy Pie. But then I realized we don't really play guitar anymore, so there's kind of no point. And then I dreamed I was in a very crowded supermarket, and there were all these people wearing these hats, like Mickey Mouse hats, but with mortar boards instead of the ears. Like they were excited that their kids were going to school, or they were teachers excited to go back. Doesn't make much sense, does it? With some apprehension. A lot of people had weird back to school celebratory good luck t-shirts that had designs like 4th of July fireworks, blue on black for their sons or pink on black for their daughters. And either that or they were just happy to get rid of all their kids. Then I dreamed me and my poopsie, we were in a second-hand store looking through a lost and found box, and apparently they had a lot of leftover crap that was mine. Like little doodles I did of us, or old science textbook with the paper bag cover with little drawings on it. When I had realized I'd forgotten to return the book, I doodled all over inside. Not a true story, by the way. And the lost and found box had old kids books I did used to have, like the Goosebumps series, which I really liked, and the Anne of Green Gables box series, which I didn't really like. So I started to take all that stuff out, and even had a little tiny telescope, which I did used to have, and I was going to figure out what I wanted to keep and what I was going to give to the store. Then I dreamed I had to have an artificial hand. I don't know if it was supposed to be a replacement hand or not, although all my fingers were there. I guess they just didn't work right, so I had to wear it like a glove. It was plasticky with metal tendons. And I wondered, hey, how come it blended in so well? It's the exact same skin color as me. So I put that on, except I noticed it was missing 3 fingers. So my crappy fingers would just be like popping out, not working right or something. I don't know. But it worked pretty well. I remember shopping around a little, and then I was in some other kind of store. They had home and craft stuff. Glass, toilet seat covers. Then I was in a motorized wheelchair for some reason, puttering around. And then there was a couple other people puttering around in a motorized wheelchair too. One of them was asking me what I was looking for or where I could find glass or something, and I said I hadn't worked with glass in a while. I kept forgetting what I was looking for. Then there was somebody lying on the floor, and I almost dropped my box. I kept carrying it upside down by mistake, so I just got up and turned it over, and then I took a few steps, and man, gravity was so heavy I could barely walk, and then I just had to plop down in my chair and just go. I was afraid people would think I was faking it, just to ride around it. But I could thrash that guitar pretty well with my fake hand. Or at least play it. I didn't want to break the strings. And then somehow the dream changed. I couldn't find my new fake hand. It was just like it had disappeared. I wasn't happy about that because I liked my fake hand. And apparently I'd had another one that I'd lost that I never even saw in the dream. I was sort of at work, but not really my work, just the general work, kind of like the call center I used to be at. Poopy Pie was there too. I was looking through plates piled up, wrapped in plastic with sugar cookies, cream puff things, little chocolate pudding dip. Looking for chocolate chip cookies so bad. And then I found one. It was pretty chunky for a cookie. Chips the size of malted milk balls. That was too much. And then I found some cookies that were just right. And so I took those and I didn't pay for them either. And I started eating them in some kind of break table, and Poopy Pie was there at the other side eating some too. I just hoped I didn't get caught. And apparently I had taken, and I didn't pay for, a small white and black telescope, and I was busy stashing that underneath my teddy bear and stuff I pulled out of that thrift store box of my old junk. Some kind of weird version of Ninja Turtles was on this big TV. I wanted to watch it, but it was really not right. And then I was where I work, where I basically wash and brush the dogs. And there was some old lady giving me a hard time. I accidentally forgot to tell her that cleaning it extra cost $20 more, and she only gave me a $50 outside, which I almost left resting on her arm as I had to talk to somebody else, but I snatched that $50 before it could blow away, and I decided to just shut up and give her $35 and not charge the $20, and hopefully no one would notice. Not a true story, by the way. And then I was lying on a couch. In came this big, dirty and scraggly, filthy, collie-like dog with a slimy green boner. I was wondering, why didn't anybody notice this? Then the dog started humping the couch I was on, and that freaked me out, and they finally took notice of the huge boner. Pulled the thing away. Then it started humping air, and then they took it away to wash. And then someone dumps this other dirty, flea-bitten dog on me while I'm lying on that couch and expects me to wash it. Jeez, I get it. Get this thing off me! I woke up about 20 minutes before my alarm because of